Several classic pieces of lethal equipment return once again in Black Ops Cold War. But does one stand out above the rest? Best Lethal. Coming up. Hey, what is going on, fellas? It's Favstar. Well, a full month has elapsed since the launch of Black Ops Cold War, and there still doesn't appear to be a clearly dominant choice for lethal equipment. In today's video, I'll dig deep into the stats of two equally popular choices in the lethal equipment category, the C4 and the Molotov. We'll review the damage, handling characteristics, and unique traits of each. Then we can compare these values and see if we can uncover the best lethal equipment in Black Ops Cold War. Before we begin comparing the traits of these two pieces of equipment, we'll quickly review how they work. The C4 is a remotely detonated explosive which deals instantaneous damage to enemies and equipment within its blast radius. The detonator has unlimited range. However, the electronic detonator will not function if the C4 is within the effective range of an enemy jammer, and will have to be detonated by gunfire only. The quickest possible detonation time from initiating the C4 toss to the explosion is 1.5 seconds. C4 out. And this time around, the C4, if thrown high enough, can be air detonated. The Molotov works a little bit differently. It doesn't require detonation and will explode on impact with any object. Similar to the C4, the Molotov will also deal instantaneous damage on initial explosion, and the subsequent Molotov fire will last for 11 seconds and will deal damage slowly over time. Enemies within the Molotov fire area will endure 16 HP worth of damage every 200 milliseconds. Now that we understand how these two pieces of lethal equipment work, we can begin to compare them to each other. We'll start by comparing the kill range. This is the maximum distance from the enemy that will secure a kill. For simplicity, we'll assume the enemy is not wearing flak jacket. In this category, the C4 comes out on top with a kill radius of 4.9 meters. In contrast, the Molotov requires a direct hit to the body to guarantee a kill. A direct hit instantly deals damage of 55 HP and will ensure that the enemy doesn't have time to flee the flames. Without a direct hit, an enemy that responds immediately can survive even if the Molotov explodes right next to their feet. It's important to note that neither the C4 or the Molotov has guaranteed kill potential against an enemy wearing flak jacket. Flak jacket will reduce C4 damage by 55%. As a result, an enemy with flak jacket equipped will survive a C4 explosion even if the explosion is at their feet. Flak jacket also reduces the damage from the Molotov by 70% and will allow the enemy to easily escape from the flames even after receiving a direct hit from the Molotov. Now we'll take a look at damage range. This is the maximum distance between the explosion and the enemy that will deal at least some damage to the enemy. Once again, the C4 comes out on top with a damage range of 8.2 meters compared to the 3.2 meter radius of the Molotov fire. Next up, we'll take a look at the handling characteristics of these two items. We'll first look at handling time, or throwing time, of each piece of equipment. This can be represented by the time required to remove your left hand from the weapon, throw the equipment, and put your left hand back and stabilize the weapon. It's important to note that in Black Ops Cold War, the weapon you're holding does not affect equipment throwing times. So whether you're holding an LMG or a pistol, the throwing time will be unchanged. In this category, the C4 once again comes out on top with a 350 millisecond advantage over the Molotov. Next up, we'll compare throwing distance.
Molotov out.
For this comparison, each piece of equipment will be thrown standing still and at the exact same upward angle.
Ignite Molotov.
The Molotov easily wins this category with a distance of 45 meters compared to 15 meters for the C4. This equipment can obviously be thrown farther while you're moving, but this will serve as a good baseline for comparison. Statistically, the C4 appears to be the better piece of equipment, beating out the Molotov in 3 out of 4 categories. But how does the C4 stack up when actually used in-game? The ability to precisely place the C4 and control the detonation time can be a big advantage when engaging enemies in close quarters. In addition, the ability to hide the C4 near objectives has the added benefit of taking enemies by surprise. On the other hand, the Molotov has its own unique traits and is very well suited for area denial, and the 11-second duration of the Molotov fire can cut off the enemy route and provide you the time you need to heal up and reposition. After using both items through several games, I've reached the conclusion that these two pieces of lethal equipment are incredibly well balanced, and which one can be considered best is a matter of personal preference. For a more aggressive playstyle and small map close quarters combat, the C4 is my choice. However, on the larger maps, I prefer the increased throwing distance and lane blocking characteristics of the Molotov. Of course, this is all just my opinion, and I would like to hear from you guys. What is your favorite lethal equipment in Black Ops Cold War? Let me know in the comments section down below, and if you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.